Hey, what's up everyone? It's Duncan. 2021 has almost come to an end, just a few weeks left. Could you believe it? To me, it went really quick, even though it was a very crazy, unpredictable year, just as bad as 2020 was. It's gone on pretty quickly, so I'm kind of looking forward to it because I wanted to see the back of this year and welcome 2022 with a lot of hope and expectations, you could say. I wanted to give you a channel update. Now, first of all, those of you who have been eagle-eyed or who've been kind of keeping a keen eye on the channel would have noticed the banner, the name has changed to 4x Touring. It's no longer overlandjournals.com, and I'll tell you why. Now, when we started this, way before we started this YouTube channel, going back many, many years, back to the days when we were back in Botswana, in Africa, Southern Africa, wherever we traveled, me and Ajani, we always maintained our travels in a handwritten journal, which we still do to this date. It's a personal keepsake, and hopefully one day we'll pass it down generations and sort of bring back those memories. So when we eventually started the YouTube channel, we thought, okay, we'll call it Overland Journals because it's about overlanding, and our journal where we keep our travels. But lately we felt the name doesn't quite fit in terms of creating a brand out there. So we thought hard about it, and we thought something to do with touring, because touring is what we enjoy doing, which is keeping it. The word journal wasn't really working for us, or we didn't feel that was exactly what this channel is all about, because the YouTube channel is more about our travels, our touring. So thus the name 4xtouring.com. Now, if you still type in overland-journals.com, it'll still go to our website, but the direct link is 4xtouring.com or 4xtouring.com.au. YouTube channel, the same thing. So that's the name change. And like I said, we both felt it was fitting. Now, the second update I want to give you is next year. We've got a couple of trips planned. Now, this year and 2020, we couldn't do much for obvious reasons. Even though South Australia was relatively, open within the state, we could do a lot of traveling. With business being all over the place, Johnny and I, most of you who follow us would know we are photographers and videographers. We do this for a living, and the way the economy's gone, the way the lockdowns have gone, the business was all over the place. So we couldn't travel as often as we would have liked. We had to put more of our energy into trying lining up the business and getting it ready when things eventually normalize. So we didn't get to travel as much, which is a bit disappointing, but then it's what it is. And I always believe it's pointless complaining, because complaining only gets you more depressed and upset and frustrated. So during that time, we used it for other reasons and try and develop the channel and think of things we would like to do in 2022. So some of the trips we're hoping to do, and one of them is a trip that I've been planning for the past 2-3 years, is to go see the Finke Desert Race. Now, I used to be involved in off-road racing when I was back in Africa. I've done a bit of racing myself, and the desert race, off-road racing, is something that's very, very I'm enthusiastic about. So the Finke Desert Race is something I always wanted to go. 2020 was the year we wanted to go camp out there and watch the race, but that obviously didn't happen. 2021, that race did take place, but we just couldn't go. So now we're hoping to do it in 2022. And it's not just the race. What we are thinking of doing is the route that we are thinking of is Adelaide, go across to Maree, take the Unadada track. We've done the Unadada track before, but it's one of our favorite tracks here in South Australia. Do the Unadada track, go all the way up to Dalhousie, Mount Day, into Finke, and then up to Alice and watch the race. And then from Alice, hopefully go over to Uluru, do a bit of local sightseeing and touring in that area, and then head back to Adelaide. So that's one trip. The second trip that we're hoping to do is the Simpson Desert Crossing. 2017, I did the crossing with a couple of good mates and my brother-in-law. It was a kind of a boys only trip at that time. None of the ladies could make, they had other commitments. But ever since I got back and showed the pictures to Ajani, she's been super excited. She wants to do it. So I thought, well, we'll try and do that next year. So fingers crossed we get to do those 2 big trips next year, and in between a few more smaller trips within South Australia. So those are the trips planned for next year. So we'll see how the year pans out. And then, of course, in between, we'll be bringing out more content. Now, rest of this year, I'm going to take a break. So there will be no Tuesday videos coming out anymore this year unless I bring up something at random. And that's because, one, I need a break. And secondly, now with state borders here in South Australia, here in Australia opening up, work has started picking up for us. So yay, like pretty excited, finally we're getting the momentum back in again. So a lot of work coming up, and that's our regular income earner, and we needed to focus a lot more on that. So I thought I'll take a break and not bring out any videos for the rest of the year, and then starting sort of mid-January, I'll start bringing the content back out again. So that's the channel update. I want to say thank you on behalf of myself and Ajani to each and every one of you. Your support, the community we've built up, I'm really appreciative. I remember going back when we started this channel, which is just under 3 years ago, I had 10 subscribers, and those were 10 friends, and most likely they subscribed because they couldn't say no to me when I asked them to subscribe. And here we are, almost at 3,500 subscribers. So thank you enormously. I've also been able to build up a nice community on the website. So if you haven't joined the website, and particularly the forum, go ahead on over to 4bytouring.com and then sign up. It's a free sign up, and there's a forum there, conversations go on, and it's a community content driven forum. So I'm very grateful, extremely grateful. So is Ajani. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And wanted to wish each and every one of you and your families, Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays, and travel safe. And this is the time everybody's traveling, and like I said, borders are open, so we can get out there and do stuff again. So travel safe, keep safe, enjoy yourselves, spend time with your families and loved ones. And I think if there's anything the current sort of the situation and the lockdowns has taught us is life's too short, and we need to live it every single moment. So once again, thank you very much. We will see you in the new year, sort of towards middle of January. Thank you for your support once again, and take care, everyone.